Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to play, well, a demo of a game called Spintires. This game is actually on Kickstarter. It's only got 8 days left. Well, I think 9 or 8 days by the time this video goes live. It's basically at the moment just a driving simulator, but if I press enter here, you can turn on your headlights with H. It's just W to go forward, S to go backwards, A and D to turn left and right. If I press Q, it turns my all-wheel drive on and off, and if I press E, it turns my diff lock on and off. So I want them both on, and I can do some off-roading. I'm actually going to... This is the UAZ, which is like a small off-roader, like Land Rover type vehicle. Anyway, actually I'm going to talk about this game first. First of all, this game is, as I said, it's on Kickstarter. It needs to raise £40,000 to get started. At the moment, at the making of this video, it's currently at £31,780 out of 40,000, with like 9 days to go. You can pledge different amounts. Minimum is £1. Then it goes £5 for getting your name on the credits of this game when it releases in January of 2014. But then there is the pledging, I think 15 or 20, which will £20 will get you a copy of the game, 25 will give you a copy of the game, and to get your name or company put in the title credits of the game. And then it goes all the way up to £100, which gives you absolutely everything. And for a game that's like, well, oh, I'll get a bit of frame rate here. What? There we go. Back up to 60 frames per second. But for a game that's not even released yet, I mean, they've done a different version of this game before in 2011, and I think it's featured by the Yogscast. But this is like just a simulator, and as you can see, it looks pretty nice. And you can lock your camera around. As you can see my mouse here, if I just click, I can move my mouse around, and then I can move it around to my preferred position and just click again, and it brings it back. And this is at the moment it's just an off-roading like loop, but they want to add like more features like a multiplayer and mission. So you go into the woods, you tow trees or tow stuff into the woods, pick up packages and everything. You can go fast if you turn like your thingy off, but it's much better to leave them on if you don't want to get stuck. There is some basic physics, but as I said, the game is very early release, so it's a little bit buggy. You might not be able to think I can get up here, but I think I will. You can see the dirt or the mud is deforming slightly. As I said, this is a very early released game, so it's not 100% bug free. They also want to add like co-op versus multiplayer and first person views and extra vehicles. I'll leave the link to the Kickstarter page and to the development page, because this is being developed in the UK, so this game is actually being developed in Britain, which I'm really excited for. I might pledge myself £25 myself to help get this game kickstarted. As I said, it's got like 8 days left on it, and it's raised almost £32,000 for the game. And I really want this game to be funded, because it's awesome and I just like driving around and drowning my vehicles. So yeah, there's also times. As you can see, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, which it will start getting brighter any second now. But you can pause the times. It can be no night or no day. You can play the time as normal, so it's like 1 second or half a second is a minute in game, and then you can fast forward it, which looks really weird, and I'll show you that in a sec. If you get stuck, you can click your mouse here and then click rescue, which will take you back to the beginning, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not stuck. Oh, I'm going sideways. Right, as you can see, it's actually getting brighter because it's becoming morning. I can turn my headlights off now, which is done by pressing the H key on your keyboard. So if I turn my four-wheel drive off, you'll see I go very slow. If I turn my diff lock off, it's going to go very slow, and you might get stuck that way. So I'm just trundling through with my diff lock and all-wheel drive on. The textures on the vehicles are actually pretty good for a game that's in early release. As you can see, the environment's got sort of a hue to it, if that's the correct word to use. And as soon as you're out of the mud, you can start picking up a bit of speed. You can't see it too well on this one, but the suspension on the vehicles actually moves and the wheels get covered in mud. So if I can get up this hill, there we are. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah, we are. I hate this part. Blech. Actually, I'm going to drive off the road here, so I can show you the Maz. And then park and brake. Nope. This behemoth is the Maz. Let's go. Oh, there we are. Turn my difficult and all-wheel drive on. Now this is a beast. I mean, look at it. Oh, they also want to add working mirrors and wipers in as well. As you can see, the suspension moves in this vehicle, and it doesn't really get stuck often. I just like the game, this way this game looks. I mean, it may only be sort of a really early development. I mean, I'm running on this max graphics at 60 frames per second while recording, and I'm getting a little bit of dipping in frame rate here and there, but not too much. It's unplayable. I'm still playing at 60, and it's still recording at 30 frames per second. Come on, damn it. This thing in the water is like really fun though. What if I just turn it around? Come on, get me the right camera view. There we go. So this game is really worth, I think it's going to be worth the £25 or £20 it's going to cost you for the Kickstarter. If you pay £25, you get your name in the credits. If you pay only £5, you get the name in the credits as well. But with £25, you also get a copy of the game when it releases next year. The more money they make, obviously the more they're going to put into the game. If they're going to make £50,000, they're going to put a multiplayer in. If it's going to be, I think, £80,000, they're going to put a versus multiplayer in as well, which would be really cool. I'd like to see this game get funded, as I said, because I was shown it by one of my friends and I quite like it, so I might back it. And if I crash into this tree, you see the tree actually moves. You can knock trees over, but it tends to not fare well for the vehicle either. Right, this is where the Maz flexes its muscles. Well, I took like 2 minutes to get up this hill. It's just up and over. Oh yeah, you can see the wheels actually building up mud here. And it will actually flick up mud from the side as well. I said in the game they want to add all sorts of things like missions, so you go into the woods, you pick up a trailer and you pull it through the wilderness, and I just punched my shelf above my desk. Ow. It's got all sorts of lights, so I can turn my headlights on, but they're not going to do anything at the moment. So as I said, at the moment, this is all it is, just driving around in circles as a tech demo. I'll leave a link to the Kickstarter page in the description of the video, and I'll also leave a link to the development page in the description of this video as well. So I hope you like this video. I hope you can back this project and get it up to its £40,000 needed for its kickstart. I will see you in the next video, whatever that may be, and I'm getting frame rate again because it's changing time zone. Well, can I back up? I can indeed. Digging myself a hole. Digging myself a hole. I got stuck somehow. I've never got this thing stuck before. Oh, there we go. Stuck. Nah. Goodbye, little UAZ. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for future videos on any type of game, really. Hopefully you'll be able to help us, well, help fund the project on this. And see you in the next video, guys, wherever that may be. I've been Yuko Waffles, and I'm signing out.